This is how I went from feeling really unworthy, being sick, being a stuck housewife, a mum, to now an international healer and an expert. Do you feel like something is holding you back? Do you think it's your past, the terrible things people have said to you, the events that have happened to you? Actually, worse still, do you feel you're stuck in what you're saying to yourself? Is that having an effect on your self-worth? But are you looking for a way to release all that crap? Are you looking for a way to release all the negative emotions, all the shitty belief systems, all the stuckness? Is that a word? We'll use it now. But you know what I mean, right? So are you looking for a way to heal all the old stuff so you can become the amazing, glorious person you know that you can be and that you want to be? Are you sitting there now watching this and going, oh no, I'm too broken. I'm beyond being fixed? Do you wish sometimes there was a reset button you could push that just would reset your life, would reset take away those emotions, take away those belief systems, yeah? My name's Emma Romano. I am an international self-healing coach, founder and creator and trainer of Timeline Reset, Delete Reset, and the Family Freedom Protocol. I used to be that housewife with 2 boys, trying to be everything for everyone, with 3 part-time jobs to make ends meet. I was heavily involved with primary school and would put everyone else first. Sound familiar? I mean, like everybody. The freaking dog, the guinea pigs, the cat got put before me. But to be honest, I kind of felt like I was swimming against the current. Yeah. So often I would hold myself back from doing the things that I knew had to be done. But my energy levels, my health and my mindset all held me back. But I was desperate for something to change. Like it had to change. So one day I woke up and it was 2014. It was Easter. It was Easter Thursday. And I had actually gone blind in my left eye. I was terrified. And I felt sick. Like I felt like I was getting the flu or gastro. I didn't feel well. And to be honest, I thought I had something in my eye. And you can probably hear my dog Teddy behind me here. So I love that I can work from home. I was diagnosed after I went blind. I was diagnosed about 4 days later after an MRI with multiple sclerosis. But they go, no, you'll be fine, go off, we'll deal with the eye. And I was on heavy meds. I had to go into hospital every day for 3 hours and get intravenously medicated. It was horrible. 6 weeks down the track, I actually went numb. I went numb from my right hip down to my foot. Then I started going on meds for MS, which didn't work for me at all. And in fact, I got numb in my hands, my face, my chest much quicker. So literally within 3 months, I went blind. That eyesight never came back until about 2-3 years ago. And I went numb. I couldn't work all my jobs. I couldn't drive. I couldn't walk. The worst part for me was the fatigue. And I never knew that you could have depression and anxiety all at one time. Like I had no idea. It was all encompassing. I was terrified. For someone who went so busy and I was bottom of the rank, I had to start focusing on myself. And then the medication gave me some kind of heart murmur or something. It was crazy. So I couldn't do anything. I didn't actually know what to do. The medication wasn't working for me. I was seeing psychologists for the depression. I was seeing counselors, and I found that I would leave feeling worse because I would keep talking about the problem. And I sat there and I went, you know what? The old way of healing is not working. The medication, just keep talking about the problem. I knew what the problem was. I lived the problem every day. It goes around in my head all day, every day. I knew the problem. Then I realized that I had to do something different. I had to do something different because I'm going to be real with you here. To be honest, it was either check out, because I was given 6 months to be in a wheelchair and I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to do that. So I had to look for something different, because the 3 months when I was intensely working the old way with medication, psychology and counseling, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. It was actually making me feel worse. And the all-encompassing feeling of overwhelm and dread, I think it was the dread that was the depression. It was emotional. I'm going back to that time. It was horrible. It was horrible. And I know you don't have to have an illness to feel that. I know you don't. That's why I had to take responsibility for my own healing journey. That's what brings me here. I did it. I went out of the norm and I started learning. I not only healed myself of MS, I then started learning and seeing clients. I knew working holistically and addressing my healing solutions through the conscious mind. This is where I just want to grab you for a second. This is why what I do is very different. And this is why I'm here on this video sharing this with you. I found when you work the old way, they'll work one or two ways. They'll work with the conscious mind. They'll work with your health. How I work is very differently. I knew holistically that the whole body is the conscious, the unconscious, at a cellular level, energy level, and at a soul level. I had to work with all of it. I found it. I undertook so many. I spent a fortune on training. I traveled the world training to America, to Bali, all around Australia, online, in person. I worked with the best. I learned from many experts in mindset, healing, psychology, spiritually, quantum physics, so many different dynamics. I then started my own business from home. I started seeing clients in my house, online. I just loved it. So then I was able to stop doing the work, working for other people. It was amazing. When I was seeing clients though, something wasn't quite gelling. There was no one process or modality that did all the 5 dimensions of the human at the one time. So what I mean is, working and healing with the conscious mind, the unconscious mind, energy at a cellular and a soul level, all at the same time. So this is where I'm here, okay? Are you still with me? Sorry, I keep bumping my computer. I'm sorry if it's shaky. Let me just... I went to bed one night and I woke up in the middle of the night with an idea that was so insistent that I had to write it down. That idea was a therapy technique that I could safely bypass that critical factor. So what is the critical factor? Is your overthinking brain. It's the one, I'm too broken to be fixed. Nothing will work. I'm different. I'm too, all of that. So it's our overthinking part of the brain, and gently but deeply remove past trauma. But I wanted to do this without having to visit the event or the trauma. I don't believe that there is any solution to the problem. None. So when I was sick mentally and physically and spiritually, I was kind of like, you would explain it like a hamster wheel, right? I was just stuck on this hamster wheel. All of my problems and things that happened to me, I was just on it, just in it, constantly in it. I need to get off the hamster wheel. There is no solution to the problem. So I wanted a way to get deep transformational healing quickly and gently without the trauma of having to visit past events. So I did it. I created it. It was 2016 on a weekday afternoon, and I did it. I created Timeline Reset. So when I took myself through this powerful process, I finally felt that I was completely free, and that's when I completely healed. So for a woman who was completely numb down her right leg, in her hands, couldn't feel, my face had dropped, my eye was told by 2 specialist neurologists that I had done too much damage to the optic nerve. I now have 20/20 vision in this eye, by the way. I have it all because it was stuck emotion in there and belief systems in there that was stuck in there. I'm now completely healed from multiple sclerosis and full vision in my eye. So since that life-changing day, I've traveled the world. I've traveled the world teaching this process, timeline reset, to thousands of people, and I've seen it create so much emotional, spiritual, and mental freedom for thousands of people. I love it. If there's any part of this story that's connected with you, I'd love you to leave a comment. Teddy, sorry, Teddy's the dog. I'd love you to leave a comment and let me know what you took from sharing my story with you. And if you have any questions, please just comment below.